Hello, everybody. This is Moo Moo's Earth, where I go moo, moo, just for fun. Today, I'll be reporting about the U.S. housing market, and I'll be using graphs from the Federal Reserve Bank of St. Louis to display the numbers. First, I will report on this news article, the Washington Post, titled "Housing Market at Last Appears to be Cooling Off." As we all know, during the pandemic, the interest rate was around 2%. The central bank increased interest rate 3 times in 2022 and has signaled there are going to be 4 more hikes coming. As interest rate increases, also the borrowing cost also increases. At the time of this reporting, the average 30-year fixed mortgage stood at 5.3%. With inflation and rising interest rates, the food prices, the fuel, housing, and other essentials are more expensive. According to the article, a lot of sellers, after seeing during the pandemic, they can get 40% markup on selling the house. Many sellers are reluctant to lower their prices even though the market is shifting out of their favor. The pool of prospective buyers are changing as well. Many are waiting on the sidelines for the price to be lower. Compared to a year ago, houses are down by 19%. Preliminary data suggests it will be more pronounced in June. The second article that I'll be reporting on is from MarketWatch, titled, "I'm the chief economist for a $5 billion real estate data and title company. Here are 5 things you need to know about the housing market now." There's a picture of Mark Fleming, the chief economist of First American Financial Corporation, a title and real estate data and risk solution company. He has over 20 years of experience in analyzing and forecasting the real estate and mortgage market. Before working at First American, he worked at CoreLogic and Fannie Mae. These 5 things. First is that mortgage rates are high at 6%, but it's not the highest. The highest based on the Fed chart was in 1981 when it was 18.28% for mortgage rates. Currently, we are at 5.3%, which is considered not high. But if you look at the home prices back in 1981, even though there was the high interest rate, but the home prices is very small, which is $63,700. However, looking at 2022, which is 6 times that price at $428,700. This brings up his second point that affordability is increasingly a challenge for buyers. So with home appreciation, it makes buyers harder to get into the market. And not only that, the third point that he wants to bring up is for us to prepare for slower home price growth. During his 20 years in the real estate industry, Fleming says that with rising mortgage rates, we're likely to experience fewer homes sold, less price appreciation, and generally, home prices won't decline even when we have an affordability issue. Looking at the Fed chart, the median sales price of homes sold for the US, overall, it's moving in an upward direction. Even from time to time, there might be a small decline, but overall, it's an upward direction. And number 4, the housing market is cooling. He wants us to pay attention to the market, and for us, when we see more inventory and price reduction, then that means that the housing market is cooling. And the 5th and final thing that he wants us to do to be a smart shopper is to consider the adjustable rate mortgage for a lower rate benefit, and also to make sure we shop around when we look at mortgage rates. So that's pretty much what this chief economist wants us to think about if we want to consider buying a house. With so much uncertainty in the market, I find it a bit risky to consider the adjustable rate mortgage. So please let me know what you think. If you enjoy this content, please like and subscribe for more videos. Thanks.